You can make millions of dollars this week in GTA Online by focusing on one specific money method. With the two most recent DLCs, you will be able to make a ton of cash really quickly, and of course with a weekly bonus on this specific money method, it will make things a lot better. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's dive into it. So the first thing that we need to cover is what exactly is this money method, and it will be the weed farm with a double money and RP bonus. So yeah, for this week in GTA Online, your weed farm will be able to make a ton of money. For those of you guys who do not have a weed farm, you are also in luck this week because it will also have a massive 40% discount, which should also include its upgrades and modifications. So let's say that you are starting from the beginning and you want to get one of the weed farms. You will need to make sure that you purchase a clubhouse first. Inside the clubhouse, log onto the computer and buy a weed farm. Then go over to your weed farm, fully upgrade it if you can. I would also recommend purchasing the security upgrade, especially with this 40% off. And yeah, from there, you would obviously just buy supplies and really do anything else in GTA Online whilst you wait. That would typically be the only way to do the MC businesses, and there is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. However, after the most recent two DLCs, which was the Money Fronts DLC and followed by the DLC called A Safe House in the Hills, you can actually make the weed farm so much better. Firstly, by increasing how much money you can sell your stock for, and secondly, increasing the production speed for a specific amount of time. So the first one that we will cover here will be from the Money Fronts DLC. This will be increasing the amount of cash the weed farm will make. To go ahead and do this, you will have to purchase the car wash business and then the smoke on the water shop. So unfortunately, you will have to spend a pretty nice amount of cash, but trust me, this is completely worthwhile, especially this week with the bonus money. You will be able to make that back in quite a little amount of time. At this point, you might be thinking, why did we actually need the car wash and the smoke on the water shop? Now, to even buy the smoke on the water shop, you need the car wash first, so kind of unfortunate there. And the reason to get the smoke on the water shop is because it will increase your weed farm product value by a pretty substantial 35%, and it will be a permanent increase. It is not something that is timed or anything like that. You just need to earn the smoke on the water shop, and your weed farm will be permanently boosted like that. So with this product sell value increased, you might be thinking, what is the next step? And this is where the new DLC comes in with the mansion property, and this is where things could potentially get very expensive. And just in case you guys have not bought a mansion and you are still wondering if they are worth the amount of money you will spend, you might want to watch this video pretty much covering all of the best features. But yeah, for this video specifically and this money method, the main reason you want to get a mansion property, even if it is just the cheapest one, is because of the AI assistant. Inside your mansion, if you go over to the AI assistant or even call it on your phone, you will be able to take full advantage of the business production boost. So hopefully you guys can see where we are going with this. Essentially, we can boost the weed farm production speed, and from what I have seen on Twitter and various other sources, this boost will last a whole 24 hours in real life, and it will be a massive 66% increase. So alongside making that massive 35% boost permanently on your weed farm product, you will also be making all of that money so much faster with this boost active. Just be really careful, because once you select the weed farm here, or maybe accidentally select something else, you will have to wait the entire 24 hours to choose something else or the same thing. So yeah, if you do have access to a mansion property, or maybe have potentially just purchased one, and you already have a weed farm fully set up, that is something that you definitely want to take advantage of. And just using this business production boost in general with other things is extremely recommended. Another great reason to buy a mansion, which also relates to the MC businesses specifically, will be the security upgrades. If you buy the security upgrade for the weed farm and pretty much any other business that you have access to, that will have a security upgrade. And then you also get the security upgrade for your mansion. Supposedly, this will stop any raids from happening at the businesses that you have the security upgrade. So even things like the nightclub, but specifically the MC businesses, which were the most annoying things. I used to get raided at these businesses the majority of the time, pretty much every time I logged in or registered as an MC president. So yeah, with that huge new feature, the security upgrades actually become a very nice investment, and it will save you losing some stock if you don't want to do these raid missions. I remember I used to always switch sessions just to completely avoid them and take the hit to my stock at that business. So yeah, potentially worth the investment as well, especially if you already have a mansion property lined up and are considering buying one. At this point, if you did follow this setup with the mansion property, using the boosted production speed and also the smoke on the water shop with the increased product value, you should be able to make this amount of money inside the weed farm with full stock. So a really nice amount of cash, but honestly not too long. Obviously, whilst the weed farm is filling up, after you purchase supplies, it is also recommended to do other things, like for example completing a KO Breaker heist Quest, or doing any other money method that you want. Not only will this kill time, but of course you are also making money in the time as well. I think this is kind of an obvious statement at this point, especially in GTA Online's life cycle, but yeah, that would be the best way to make money. In terms of selling your stock, the sell missions are pretty 50-50. Some of them are not bad, but there is a few of them which can really take a lot of time and be very boring. The sell mission that I got when selling full stock was honestly not too bad. It was just the planes. I had to deliver 15 crates in total, 5 in each plane. Because these planes are not fast, doing it completely solo can really take some time, but luckily Rockstar did change the time limit for the MC sell missions, and you will get 45 minutes no matter which ones you sell, which honestly is such a huge change, especially if you guys sell these things solo. And just remember, you can actually make a lot more money if you sell in a full public session, but if you guys do that, I would probably recommend recruiting some players into your MC and trying to help each other. That will make things extremely easy. After around 20 minutes or so, I managed to sell all of my stock, and I made the huge $850,000. At this point, it is also worth mentioning that the weekly challenge for this event was to sell $100,000 across all businesses. So yeah, just selling this weed farm stock got me another $100,000 on top of this, leaving our total at just under $1 million. And like I said, if I sold this in a public lobby with even just a few more players, the amount I made would have been a little over $1 million. So yeah, highly recommended to do this. Take advantage of the double money bonus and all of these different things I have already covered. Using the Smoke on the Water shop and the mansion property with the AI assistant has the potential to make you millions of dollars this week, and honestly just in general without the bonus money. Let me know if you guys have been using this yet, or even knew about these different things. It is sort of one of them features, especially the Smoke on the Water shop, where I think Rockstar don't even say anything about it, at least in game, but yeah, it is just super helpful, and anything that can save you some time and make you more money is always useful in GTA Online. The last thing that I also want to mention is about this Christmas event week. Now apparently this will be lasting around 3 weeks, which is honestly a huge amount of time in terms of events, and you might be thinking, will this weed bonus also carry over? And unfortunately, I do not believe it will. If anything, the event week details themselves, with the returning things like festive events, different bonuses for that, and discounts, and even weekly challenges, which I have already covered in the event week recent video, will not be refreshing. The only thing that will potentially change throughout the course of the 3 weeks will just be the bonuses, potentially some of the different discounts, and I could also imagine that some of the test track vehicles like PDM or Simeon's Auto Shop and the LS Car Meet test track will be the only things to change. In terms of what to expect over these next 3 weeks, we can at least look forward to some of the drip-fed content from the DLC, so some different vehicles that have not yet released. Of course, this week we did get the FMJ Mark V, an incredible HSW upgradable car. I absolutely love this one. I think it is currently my favorite vehicle. I genuinely do think it is that good. And we also got that new other one called the Luiva or something. I still have no idea how to pronounce it. But yeah, an incredible vehicle as well. Obviously, if you guys had GTA Plus, you could already get these things about a week earlier. But yeah, as always, if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in any way, shape or form, leave a like on this video. I always do appreciate your support. And if you are new here and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.